Hi everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft with me, Sid. Season 3, of course. So, since last episode I've been doing a little bit of hoeing out there. I have done made some more barrels. I've done a few little bits and pieces around, chopped some trees down. I've got some iron waiting to process. But my hoe broke. Yep, my copper hoe. My faithful copper hoe has finally bit the bullet, but you know, we have got an awful lot of this farmland now hoed, so as you can see here, and this is now ready and that is now ready, and then we've still got all of this to hoe down here, so we've got a fair amount of growing space available, but I'm going to need to make another hoe. But before I do that, and I should have really brought one of these with me, I need to get some alcohol going for preservation purposes. So I've got a selection of barrels up here, all ready to rock and roll. I can only do one at a time, of course. So, and we need to take you off. And of course the fresh water is bloody miles away. Oh, where are you, red steel bucket, when I need you? So we're going to get this going, and I've got enough grain to make... can I do you there? Overburdened, I can. We've got enough grain to make... what's the word I'm looking for? 4 barrels of corn whiskey. And I've got that stashed down here, which, while we're here, actually, we'll grab that. Now you need 100 ounces of grain and fresh water, so yeah, that's practically clean me out down there. Right, so we're going to take you off, we're going to pop you down, we're going to go and unseal, stick that in, seal, and output will be corn whiskey. So got 4 of these to do. Which, as you can see, is going to take a while. So I'm going to go just quickly do that. And I think I should have some vinegar, so I'm going to get 4 barrels of salt water as well while I'm doing this, because we're going to want to make brine. Oh, yes, of course, overburdened. So I'm going to fill those up, get the stuff together, and I will be back with you in a mo. Okay, I've got the whiskey going. Now I've got vinegar, so I'm going to grab a bucket of vinegar. I actually have got some brine, but not a lot of it. So that's an old book. I can't remember making that. It's so long ago. So these guys are doing corn whiskey. They're obviously not there yet. These guys are salt water, and obviously what I've done is I've put filled these up. Now what you need to do is take a bucket of salt water out, put that in, and that will give you brine. So all I did is put it into output mode, get a bucket of salt water, and of course it's a wooden bucket, so just tip it out, and that works absolutely fine. So that's all good. Now let us just go and get the other buckets of vinegar done. Because again, if you're brining things, which you have to do if I can just seal those while we're doing it, just so I don't accidentally derp on them. There's nothing they can break. Now the part of this is important because we have fruit. Until we get fruit, like cherries for example, we can't make any more vinegar. We need 100 grams of fruit, and we done. Oh, throw my knife on the floor. So that's actually perfect timing because this is the last of the vinegar, and obviously we use vinegar as well for cheese. There's just a teeny weeny little bit left there from pickling, so we'll probably ditch that eventually. And last but no means least, seal that. Right, so we've got the brine. This is going to output corn whiskey eventually. Now, I probably only need a couple, maybe 3 barrels of vinegar. I don't think I really need that many. So let's have a good look at our cherry trees. It's oh man, the cherry trees have been busy. 15 ounces. So what we can do is just pick all this lot. Just stack them up for now. Where did you go? Wish fruit picking was this easy in real life. If you've ever actually gone and worked in done any summer work as fruit picking, you'll know it's friggin' backbreaking work. Hup, get up there. Some of these are easier to get than others, of course. Sometimes it's easier from just underneath as well. But just for reference, if you're having a little bit of difficulty getting to some of these top ones, any more for any more. I think there is one there, which is probably trapped on the top. If we stack that lot, stack it all again, we've got 160 and 38 out of that, which is not bad going. And I've got one. What are you? Lemon trees. Got 2 more to harvest. So I'm going to grab these cherries, and I'll be back once we've. Okay. Well, we got several stacks now. As I say, you need 100 grams per thing. So I'm going to do 3 of these. So if I take one of those 160s for starters and stick it on the drying mat, that can do its thing. We're going to need to take that and get, that's an 80, that's an 80, that's an 80. So if I take those, that's a 40. So we've got 20, no, yep, 20. Take the 40, get a 20, and then we should be able to combine those. Combine that to get 100, that to get 100, and that one to get 100. So we got dead up 100 grams, and we've also got 59 grams of cherry and that of cherry. This is not corn whiskey yet. So what we'll do is we'll just go and pop these cherries down in the cold room until that's finished. Because, you know, everybody likes to keep the cherries fresh. And we certainly wouldn't want them to go off. Now, I don't think you can use dried fruit in the alcohol process. So it's probably worth being aware of. I should also eat my sandwich. It's lunchtime, and maybe have a little drink. So yeah, that's going on. You are still waiting to become. That's 47, 66, 20. Oh, that was tiny. That's probably why that one's so far ahead. So that's the first batch of fruit of the year, which is nice. These are corn. These are just self-sets. Corn on the cob, by the looks of it, or maize, or whatever you want to call it. But they've just set themselves in the area. I don't know whether there's any more. Oh, we've got some blackberries as well, by the looks of it. no more self-sets in the confines of the compound, but yeah, not a problem. So I'm going to leave that stuff drying, wait for the whiskey to go, and I think we'll be back in a mo again. Okay, I'm just I ran an iron bloom, so I'm just processing that at the moment, and one of these, once it's become cool enough, is going to be a hoe. The rest will probably just be ingots for the time being. I don't think there's anything else I desperately need. Okay, you need to come out of your mould, and we need to place you in there, and let's get a hoe. So it's a bend, bend, bend. Hammer, pinch, no. Bend, maybe pinch, hammer, pinch, too far. Hammer, pinch, no, it's, bend, hammer, pinch, bend, hammer, pinch. No, come on. You can do better than that. Bend, hammer, pinch. Hoe blade. Got it. And not a moment too soon by the looks of it either. So, the sun's going down. I made a whole bunch of sandwiches because my food was decaying on the work surface. It's a bad habit of mine, leaving it out. So we'll just finish these off. That should be the last ingot. We can take this out, save it. That should about be out. Finished. Good. Let's go sleep. We can check this stuff in the morning, and I can continue getting the farmland sorted and getting some crops in, because we're a bit late this morning. It's June this year. It's June, and we've certainly left it late with preparing it all. But there you go. That's how it rolls, isn't it? I also need to drink something, I think. Drinky drink. Typical. And let's grab that, put that back where I've knocked it off the wall. So, yep, that's all growing. There might be the odd way. Watch where you're walking. Output. These are taking. I don't know how long these take to become whiskey. I really ought to double check that. Let me get a hoe sorted. These are. I'll just leave them in my inventory for now. So yeah, I want to get the entire farmland area sorted, and one of the things I'd like to do is move my animal pens out and have some larger fields, because eventually, something did spawn. Eventually we're going to have quite a few animals, and once I get pigs, well, when they breed, they explode babies everywhere. I mean, seriously, a large number of babies. So having some enclosures outside would be beneficial. But for the time being, I'm going to prepare this land, and I'll be back in. Alright. Well, I got all of that hoed. Finally, these 3 barrels have turned into corn whiskey. The one I unsealed obviously and resealed obviously hasn't, but that's fine, because as I said, I want to keep one as corn whiskey. So let us convert the other 3 to vinegar, which is going to be the valuable resource, and we should. So that's going to output vinegar. That's going to output vinegar. That's going to output vinegar, and that's making corn whiskey. Oh, well and good. So the next thing I need to do in the effort to survive is plant some crops. So what have we got? Oh, we've got an awful lot of seeds of varying kinds now. Definitely want to get the jute on, even though I've got so much jute, it's no longer funny. Somewhere I should have barley. Definitely barley. Definitely maize. Get some cabbage. Carrots. Garlic. Yellow bell peppers. I don't know why I'm being so picky actually. I'm not going to bother with the sugar cane for now. Soya beans. Tomatoes. Green beans and red bell peppers. And it's night time, so just as we're about to head out and do our final bit of farming, night decides to descend on us. Not a problem. We'll quickly sleep the night off. So yeah, it's nice having the farms somewhat organised now. To be honest, I'll top up the water down at the fresh water rather than out my barrel, I think. Because we're in a position now where we can... oh my god, I've actually emptied my bag. I assume that was a cow that I heard the footsteps of. That block there is salt water. That block there is fresh water. Who would have known, eh? Right, so for the most part, this is a kind of a mixed bag of good and not good. So what I want to do is use all the way down here, I think, for starters. And so we'll get the barley in, I think. That's always a good one. And I am just going to plant the hell out of everything on the basis of you can never have too much food. Well, obviously you can. We'll put you away. What shall we have next? Maize. I'm just going to run these around, get a whole load of crops planted. Because the growing season's so long at this latitude, the late planting shouldn't be a major issue. And then the good should be good, food-wise, for the foreseeable future. Jute seeds. I'm going to do jute over here, I think. And just get the whole lot in. This one is a little bit picky about the temperatures as well, so even at this latitude in the winter it will get cold enough to pop those out. So you are done. Let me go and get garlic. Because obviously everything tastes better with garlic, unless you don't like garlic, in which case that is clearly not true. Cabbage. Red bell peppers. And I'll try and keep these even wherever possible. Have I got yellow bell peppers? I have. So what have we got left? Green beans, rice. Go in. So yeah, we're going to have a hell of a lot of food. I think is the way this is going to end up being. Wheat seeds. Is that all I've got of wheat? In that case, I'm going to stick this, because it's with my level of mastery with the farming, there's a chance of getting extra seeds. I might as well plant them to see whether I can increase the seed stock there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so I'm just going to finish this off anyway, and then I think I'll need to check how long I've been recording for one, but I would like to go and kill something actually and see what happens with brining if we've got time. If not, we can do it next episode. 2 episodes a week, so obviously we will get more done between with the episodes. So yeah, let me finish this off and I'll back. Alright, we're no baby sheeps yet. We are off to find something to kill so we can have a go at brining and drying. I've got about 10 minutes left on the episode to well, I'm about 20 minutes in, so it's not too dire. And I know there are sheep over this way somewhere. I have got my bed, I've got a full water flask, and I've got some food on me, not necessarily a huge amount, but we ain't going far anyway, so I think this will be fine. But yeah, I just want to experiment, see what this drying is like. For compared to salting, it is supposed to be a hell of a lot better. But their horse, I could do a horse meat would do. Shall we just, because of the amount of woods around here, horses to me are going to be largely useless. There's one there and one down. Oh, didn't want to do that. One down there and one up there. I wonder whether I can get that one up there without him falling off. Or should I go down? Hello. Oh, I need the quiver on my back for the quiver to work, don't I? The new version of this, you can't use the arrows in the quiver with the longbow, unfortunately. Right, go on, you ready? And very sad sound. Right, that should give us lots of things. Yep, got the large hide, got lots of food, well, lots of horse flesh. I'm very French. Oh dear. It's not that long ago since we had all that fuss and palaver with the Aberdeen Angus, the burgers that were made out of horse, and not even ever seen a cow, let alone, you know, a cow from Aberdeen called Angus. So, oh hello. Come and have a go if you think you're hard enough. Oh dear. Yeah, so I just want to have a go at this. As I say, this brining is of definite interest to me. Brining and drying. Now the smoking, it isn't as efficient apparently as the drying. Dried meat lasts longer than smoked meat, but smoking adds flavour to the meat and the cheese, which obviously is a good thing. So what we're going to need to do is give this a try, and I think we'll have probably pushed our food preservation efforts. Unseal, in you go, seal, that's brining, unseal, in you go, seal and brining, unseal, seal, unseal, seal. Now that still leaves me with a whole bunch of os flesh, which we should be able to, maybe we can salt that and just see, get a feel for the kind of the differences, should have salt somewhere. Rock salt. Now, are you a hammer or a grindstone? I think you may be grindstone then. Maybe. Salt. So we can salt these. I don't know whether you can actually brine salted food either, for that matter. This food preservation thing is a fairly new beast to me, I'll be totally honest with you. Especially set up as we are here, because we've just got so much bloody food. It's you know, you can't turn around without thing. Now I haven't got any. I could put that in and make cheese. Oh, not that cheese and cherry. Let's see, that is decaying really rapidly. But obviously, it's in a hot area, so there's not a huge amount we can do about that. But are you? Yes, so we can unseal that. Can you seal that? No, yeah, you can't brine salted meat. First rule. My God, that used a lot. That nearly used a full barrel. Glad I made all that vinegar now. Right, so let's stick. Come on. Brined horse meat. Well, why are you not going on there? Because of that. No. Okay. Let me just check this out, because I'm sure that's how it's supposed to work, and I'll be back in a mo. And the answer is, I am doing it right, with the exception of one thing. You have to have yarn in your inventory. So we'll just grab that, and now we should be able to set this out to dry. And then we've got horse jerky at the end of it. Yeah. Just a minor thing. Oh, of course, that must be. It's not actually using any yarn though. Right, that's drying. So the last thing to do is probably cook up some of that, and we should be good, I think. But that, I think, is probably going to be it for food preservation for a while. I can't believe how much brine that used. But then again, it is pretty solid as a preservation method. You know, as I say, I think it has a multi-modifier of 0.25. But of course, now we've also got. I had the beer, but let's sample this corn whiskey before we. So, cheers everybody, and until next time, thank you very much for watching, and bottoms up. Oh well, it was lovely. See you soon. Bye for now.